Now this tutorial is going to be for the grade 10 tiny home project. It's the roof system. First thing you want to do is you want to create the offset, and the offset is going to be 6 inches off the house. Okay. There's a few ways to do it depending on how you created your walls. You could create a rectangle around the whole top of it, creating the roof, and then you could offset that by 6 inches. Otherwise, you can create a 6 by 6 square out on this side or this corner, and then diagonally do one over there, and then use your rectangle tool to cover up the roof. Okay, so once you've done that, I've already got the roof system done, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to more or less backtrack on how I created these. So let's just get our measuring tape out, and you need to know, okay, that's 9 foot 3 inches. Okay, that's how long it is. So I'm going to more or less backtrack and show you how I created the one that's sitting over here. Okay, so that's 9 foot 3 inches. Let's get our pencil. Okay. Make sure it's straight. 9 foot 3 inches. Okay, perfect. Once again, perpendicular, it's going to be 1.5. Okay. Now let's grab our Okay, so we got our basic board there. Now this board's going to be 9.5 tall because this is going to be a 2 by 10. Okay. Let's see, I just want to double check. Now, the tiny home, we can't have a roof higher than 13.5. So if you do the math, this truss system is going to be 4 foot 3 inches. Okay, now the reason for the height limitation is this thing is actually going to be towed down the road at one point, and the height limitation prevents any damage to the road, as in bridges, overpasses, and things of that nature. Okay? Okay. So that looks a little fishy. So let's just make sure that we've joined the right corners. Click. Click. Okay. Now let's just that corner and that corner there. Okay, wonderful. Now this should allow us to push over. No, it does not. Now if you have something like this, it's a good indicator that something is askew. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo that line, and I'm going to bet what the problem there was. My trusty mouse. Yeah. My mouse moved just a little bit, so I've got a wired mouse. I don't suggest it. So let's push this out. But before we do that, let's get rid of the stuff that we don't need. That makes life a little easier. Okay. Let's push this over to give it thickness. Now let's get rid of this. Okay. Okay. Okay, there we go. Wonderful. Okay, now we're going to create the inside. And we're going to use our offset option to do that. And you're going to offset it 9.5 0.5. Okay, inches. Okay. Let's use our pencil to bring back a little bit of that vertical line. Okay. And let's zoom on in. Touch that. We're telling SketchUp, hey, I want to continue that line. And it'll come back, and when it turns pink, that's SketchUp's way of saying, okay, you're in the ballpark. Okay, so we've got that. And we're going to want to continue once again down here. Same thing. Because in this assignment, oops, we're creating a vaulted ceiling, okay? So that means the interior, roof is going to have the same angle that the exterior of the roof has. Okay. Don't drink coffee before a demonstration. Yeah, good times. Okay, let's erase that stuff we don't need. And let's push this over. It's probably not going to let it disappear completely because there's, yeah, see, there's stuff over there that's got lines, so it's not going to let it disappear completely. So let's just, okay. Okay. That's just our SketchUp letting us know that savings required just in case there's a catastrophic issue. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're just going to clean this up here. And this is the truss system that you want. Okay. Now, this just existed previously just because I was getting ready for a demonstration. So if you did something like this, I created the component from scratch so that you know how it's created. But if you had something like this, all you'd have to do is alter that component, and all the other components would receive this change. When you're placing this on the roof, make sure that you have a truss on the end and on top of each vertical stud board. That's essential. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, just for the sake of demonstration, let's edit this component, and we'll have a better idea as to the vaulted ceiling. Okay. Okie dokie. There we go. And you might see up there, you're seeing the changes occur because of what I'm doing down here. So let's push this over, click, and click, hit our offset. Let's erase that. Say bye-bye. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. Okie doke. So, now you've got your vaulted ceiling. Depending on how you created this roof inside your house, you might have to apply a rectangle in here so that when you erase it, everything doesn't go along with the erase command. Perfect, looking good. Okay. Now our tiny home has our vaulted ceiling, and that's what it's going to look like inside. Okay, that's it.